an actual option on my maps. Oh my God. How far is it? Set as new destination. Yes, thank you for being my brain.
Please proceed to the highlighted route and then the route guidance will start.
144 miles. Okay. We got a couple stops to make along the way, but at least you won't get lost. I can't believe it's an option on my map to go to the Villisca ex-murder house.
What's up, gang? Welcome to another Let's Play video.
So we're driving from Ottumwa to Villisca, and we saw this really cool monument. So let's explore. For those who don't know, we are doing something that I invented called the Highway 34 Haunted Tour. So we started in Ottumwa, we're going to Villisca, and we're going to Malvern, and then we're going to take a little jaunt into Council Bluffs and Omaha. And we're going to stop at little things along the way. This is our first one. This monument is in Albia, Iowa, and it was built to honor every soldier in every war. When you see a cemetery right off the highway, you have to stop. Am I right? These are good old Irish Catholics. Mahoney. He's even got like a shamrock. He died 1894, 44 years old. There's a lot of flatteries up here. Curbing. MacDonald. Lynch. I wonder what the oldest grave is up here. What does it say? I can't read it.
Barofi, Father Patrick James, Old Paddy the Horseman, County Cork, Ireland, circa 1781
Wow.
to May 18th, 1867. Son James Henry, Horseman, County Cork, Ireland, circa 1822 to May 18th, 1867, and they died of cholera.
Oh my gosh. Lawrence Coughlin, born in Ireland 1827, died in 1901, 74. May his soul rest in peace. This is a pretty neat old cemetery. Another roadside cemetery. And this one has a mourning lady, so we had to stop. And it's old. My heavens, it's windy out here. Another one. I'm going to qualify her as a mourning lady, but she's a tiny little thing. Mary Kramer. This is one of those tin ones you can take the screws out of and hide your liquor in. This is the Springtown Cemetery on Highway 34 in Iowa. Are you excited to go into Villisca?
Yes.
Is this like a place you've been wanting to go for a long time?
Yes.
Do you even believe in ghosts and haunted things?
No.
What if this place makes you a believer?
That'd be cool.
This one doesn't. Malvern will.
Scary.
I hope by the end of this weekend you believe in the ghosts.
I believe in crickets.
So I'll kind of go over what happened. June 9th, 1912, town of Villisca has a church service, which got over about 10 p.m. The Moores come home with Ina and Lena Stillinger, two friends that happened to stay the night. Next day, Mary Peckham, the neighbor, is up at 5 a.m. By 8:30, she's just like, something's not right. So she gets a relative, Ross Moore, to use his key on that door. He lights a match, walks into this room. This is where Ina and Lena were found. The authorities come down. They find the Moores upstairs. They got 8 total, 6 kids, sadly, 2 adults. The axe is left down here, bacon on the floor, food at the table, mirrors covered with sheets, bloody water, cigarette butts, footprints, all destroyed by half the town, trampling around looking at it. Detective from Kansas City's fallen out of the vehicle drunk when he showed up, so that's where that starts. That night you get vigilante posses looking for a blood-soaked lunatic hiding in a barn. Never found that. A guy in the mob scene goes, had to be a sex fiend. So what does a sex fiend look like? What is a sex fiend in 1912, you know? That was never found. That starts a 5-year witch hunt. 5 years of gossip in a small town about a murder. I mean, everybody and their dog were suspects. The TV shows focus on the same 2 or 3 people because they have interesting backstories. State Senator F.F. Jones, or schizophrenic minister Reverend Kelly, which has way more check marks by his name than any suspect. Long story short, we don't know what happened. It's Iowa's oldest cold case. All this stuff on the internet of the killer hid in a barn, peering out of a knot hole for a week. Don't even know who did it. Kelly said he walked in the front door, so that's drastically different. Or the killer rode the train. Well, you had 200 people on and off the train every week, so everybody rode the train. The bacon is a big one. Everybody talks about the bacon being a weird sexual thing. So it wasn't raw fatty meat just hanging out on the floor in June with no freezers. So it was salted cured bacon wrapped up in a cloth by the closet in that room where Sarah kept a lot of her food items. So it was there, but it was kind of always there, you know. So Reverend Kelly's the only one that was tried. He confessed, said voices told him to kill, and a shadow gave him the axe, and he climbed Jacob's ladder to heaven and killed everyone. And then he said he didn't. Then he said he's a detective for the Queen of England. Fully acquitted of all charges, but yeah, add in 10 million ghost hunting shows, and here we are. Paranormal State, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Lab, Dead Files, Kindred Spirits, Destination Fear. Now we're getting the BuzzFeeds, the Sam and Colbys, the YouTubers. This week we had Sweden's #1 ghost hunting show, filming for like 3 days. And they were fun. They're interesting. They're like, this is very crude, but it's a funny story. I have to share it. We're sitting out there at night talking. They had a big RV. A train goes by and honks. And they go, oh, honk if you're horny. They all started laughing and high-fived. And then one goes, I am not. Guys, seriously, I haven't heard that since I was in 7th grade. A lot of fun though. So it's interesting, it's weird, it's a crazy place. We just let people wander around. There's picture frames in each room of who was located where, pretty easily navigated. But
Okay.
if y'all have any questions, just holler at me. I'll be all over the place, back and forth, so.
Well, a lot of them that were coming up later saying it was, you know, sexual, they thought sexual for either the kids. Was there anything found that would indicate, was anybody like half undressed or?
Not at all. In fact,
They were talking about like the daughter and the mom or something?
yeah, they were all looked at. There was no signs of bodily fluids. They were,
Fully dressed?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, the one girl had, these two didn't have underwear on, but back then you had a pair for the week. Like it wasn't, you know.
If it was a nightgown, they usually didn't.
Yeah, and it was good church clothes. So the one's underwear was under the bed. He wiped the blade of the axe off with it, and the other's was folded up on the dresser behind, which tells me, what do I know? But hit, grab, wipe, threw it, put the axe down. It just seems like a fluid movement.
So that's probably when they picked it up then.
Yeah, I mean, they looked into the idea of it being sexual. How do you kill 8 people and nobody wakes up? Detectives asked all the same questions we're asking, and they looked into every angle. And I've heard people on the internet blatantly say that Lena was posed provocatively with her legs spread, and this, not according to the coroner report. Her leg was off the bed and her arm was like that. I mean, they ruled that out pretty much immediately, but us today, where's our mind want to go instantly? Had to be sexual. But if it was, I mean, that's Reverend Kelly, 100%. That guy was a peeping Tom, child molesting piece of trash. So.
You guys are already up here.
Yeah.
They said they thought he was already in the house.
You guys are brave. You going in there, Mare?
Yeah.
Do
Can we
it.
take your phone?
No, I'll come in.
Okay.
Oh my god. It's like the attic at Villisca or Malvern. Another closet to sit in. Oh my God. That's a tight fit, but we did it.